Hey everybody, and welcome back to more Star Wars Racer. We are about to take on the infamous Fire Mountain Rally. This course is really challenging, but a lot of fun. And we're going to play with Odie Mandrell. Let's go look at his pod here. Not exactly great in terms of the turning, which is kind of a bit of a concern for this track, because this track is super windy at points. And, whoops, I did not mean to go back. There we go. So I'll show it to you guys again. Yeah, some of this stuff, especially up here, like this area is pretty crazy. But I think we can make it work. So let's get started. So I actually watched the pod race from the movie in between videos, because I'm planning to do the Bunta course in this track. And it was interesting because Odie Mandrell, the guy we're playing as right now, was the dude who had the droids, all the pit droids that were congregating around his vehicle. And then he took a pit stop there, and then one of them got sucked up into one of the engines, kind of like Syndrome from The Incredibles, you know, with his cape and all that. And my goodness, this is, wow. E.B. Endicott is being quite a beast here. Alright, so this is familiar territory. We're in the city again. But we're about to go into unfamiliar territory right about now. Right here. So the music you're hearing is actually the counterpart to the music from Grabvine Gateway. I think it comes after that on the soundtrack. Like right after it. And there's a Trade Federation ship again. Woo. Alright, this section is the bad section. When I was a kid, I hated braking. Like, I thought, if you can't slow down, then... Or if you can't get through it without slowing down, then the course is dumb. Or at least, very least, you should just be able to blaze through everything. Which wasn't exactly a very good approach. Just gonna go and say that now. But yeah, I think that's probably the worst part of the track right there. The next part's kind of a little challenging if you don't know the layout. Yeah, the volcano. Yeah, this section is, like, when I first saw this, my mind was blown. I was like, whoa, we're going to a volcano? What? And then we exit, like, right out of it here. But it's not over yet. We still got a lot more to go, especially in this section. So yeah, more lava here. If you fall into the lava, you're not going to instantly get killed, but you will overheat if you stay in there too long. So I'm trying to avoid it. There's also a lot of traps, like a lot of places where it'd be really difficult to get out. Like right here, this section right here, if you went to that lava, it would be really hard to escape. So we're back in Grabvine Gateway territory. That was the red glowy area I was alluding to earlier. Alright, so this section, here's that churn. We're going the reverse way, by the way. I'm looking forward to the shortcut opening up, which it will totally open up again. Because that will be, whoa, that is not what I wanted to do there. Yeah, right there, it's much more noticeable in this track, which is nice, because I think we're going to need it with the competition we've got right here. Let me cut this corner. There we go. I'm not really happy with the way our engines are looking at the moment, but I think as long as we keep a good pace and like repair every once in a while, I think we'll be fine. Whoa. Okay. Man, this lap is about 3 minutes long. Crazy. Yeah, one of the funny stories that I have about this game is that when I first played this track, I had a limited time on the computer as a kid. And so when I first saw this track, I was toward the end of my allotted computer time, and I was so hyped for this track. Like, I was beside myself. I could not wait to play on the computer again, because it meant that I would get to go through the volcano again. And I thought that was so cool that you could do that. And the music was just so hyped, too. Wow, that Trade Federation ship is uncomfortably close. Must be friends with that Republican ship from Bumpy's Breakers. This jump is fun. I like jumping over waterfalls. Although it looks like there's just a blank box down there. You guys see that? Man, this is tough if you're not using a really maneuverable pod racer. Just gonna say. Although I don't know. I want to say the computers just kind of ignore stats altogether, and they have like their own computer overridden stats. It's kind of a little unfair, honestly. Like, I don't know if some of these pod racers should be able to do some of the turns they're doing, but, you know, it's happening. I suppose the one good thing about all of this is that we are, in essence, not really in danger of overheating for the most part, unless we fall into lava, just because we're having to take all these turns, which gives the engines time to cool down. So there is that. I see Aldarbedo is closing in on us here. Okay, I see E being caught up there. So we just need to make sure we get through this part. I think he took the long route, which is nice. Yeah, he's right behind us now. Alright, as long as we don't bang ourselves up on the tropical area, like the beigey colored area up ahead, I think we'll be fine. And the shortcut's opening up. I am so happy about that. Ah, I don't like that turn. Game, gotta ease up on these turns, man. Okay, here we go. No! That's not what I wanted to... Not there. I wanted to go over here, silly. Well, that backfired quickly. Okay, I am not happy with the way this is going. Oh, wow, we caught up. I was not expecting us to catch up so quickly. I thought we would have to fight our way back to first. Okay, we're going to have to keep this lead, so this is going to be a challenge. I wanted a challenge, and I guess this is it. Alright. Man, we were 6 minutes in, and it's only the end of the second lap. That was a new lap record. That is sad. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this pod racer. It's kind of a little hard to control, but not nearly as bad as Elan Mack or that other guy. Oh, by the way, watching the pod race from the movie brought to attention something I got wrong in one of the earlier episodes. The guy who crashed and then the announcer said, "I don't care what universe you're from, that's gotta hurt." That was not Mars Guo, that was Tinto Pagales when the Sand People shot his pod racer and he was rolling all over the place. Mars Guo had the crash where Sebulba threw like a wrench or something into his pod racer, and then he was like, "Rare!" or something like that. Or not rare, it was like "rar," and it really sounded like a guy saying "rar" in a really weird way, which I thought was really funny. Alright, getting there. Okay, good. Excellent. Alright, we didn't have him surge ahead, so that's good. That gives me hope for this lap. There's at least a couple of opportunities in that beigey section to take shortcuts, so that's good. Alright. I think part of what my little kid self found fascinating about this track is that the main volcano, the one that you saw when you drove up to it, hardly had anything in it, but then you go into this cave that doesn't seem to be... It kind of seems innocuous from the inside, and there's all this lava. Like, it's just crazy how much lava there is here. Okay, I think that area's blocked off. I didn't quite get a good look. I think I did try going there when I was younger. Like, I had to try everything, you know. I don't like it. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, if I can just make it through here. No crashes. Okay, thank you. There we go. Gotcha. That's what I wanted to do last time, but man, for some reason, I think I hit somebody or something happened, and then I crashed. Something funny happened. Okay, we're good on repair. Alright, this has been a really long race, but I think we managed to do okay. Well, except for that. Alright. EB Endicott is definitely a worthy opponent, so I think this was a good track for him. Alright, we got it. Ooh, we set a new record, barely. Okay, we won 4,400 Truggets. Odie Mandrell looks like he has a mask on, doesn't he? Look at that. That's cool. Alright, so we've finally reached the Boonta Classic. And we're going to race against Sebulba. Like, when I first got to this point, I was just so nervous. Because, I mean, this was the race from the movie. And because it's the race from the movie, I'm going to use the one person that we haven't used yet, Anakin Skywalker. We may not have used Gasgano either, come to think of it. But we'll use him later. Alright, so Anakin is going to be our choice for this track. He's actually got really decent stats. I don't know if, you know, he was necessarily exaggerating in the movie when he was like, it's the best one ever. I mean, I don't know if I would say it's the best one ever, but it's definitely up there. So, let's go ahead, just look at everything. It looks good. Start the race. Woo! So the music that's playing in this track, which is the only track on which it plays, is actually from the sequence at the very end of the pod race where Anakin and Sebulba duke it out. Alright, so there's actually multiple ways to get through this. I'm not sure if I'm taking a good way or not, but this is one way you can do it. Okay. I think we got some of the same players that were in the movie here in this race, which is kind of cool. And these guys are being annoying. Alright. Woo! Arc Bumpy Roos is up ahead. Wow, that's pretty surprising. This is Beggar's Canyon, which is a location mentioned in Episode 4, and also featured in the N64 PC game Rogue Squadron, and much more extensively, I might add. Okay, Sebulba is really far out there. I'm not sure about this. Alright, everything's going pretty okay. Yeah, there he goes, asking for it to work. Okay, we're gonna probably pass up Bumpy here, so that's good. Alright, so here's the arches where Anakin's pod racer started to malfunction, and he had to do all the repairs and stuff. The repair in the movie made it look a lot different than what you do here in the game. Also, how can Sebulba take some of these turns? I mean, his pod racer is huge and is not really good for turning. Even though the game manual tries to tout it as the best one, because it's got the fastest speed or whatever. I mean, you need more than speed to do well in the game. Alright, I'm going to try to blaze through all the Tusken Raiders shooting at us here. Oh boy. That is not good. Okay, there. Alright. It's working. Whoa. That is not what I had in mind there. Okay, we still have a long race to go, and I've got some tricks up my sleeve for the next couple of laps. Alright, there's a couple of other ways you can handle the beginning, and I think they may be faster than what we were doing. No, come on, guys. No. Not that. Okay. Sebulba reached the finish line. Okay, we got 2 more laps to go here. Really? Dude, come on. Okay. So there's a section up here where you can boost across and make it jump. That's pretty amazing. I'll do it here. There we go. Alright, if we can just take more shortcuts and do more tricks like that, I think we'll be fine. Alright, we got into second, we passed up Bumpy, so now it's just a matter of getting to Sebulba. Which is easier said than done. Oh, come on, really? These doofuses, come on. Wait, how are there that many people ahead? Are the computers just this good? Oh, for crying out loud, no. We're not doing this. Okay, there we go. Signs of someone else. That's good to see. And this is the cave where Rat's Terrell crashed into the stalagmite or whatever. And yeah, that was long overdue. Okay, I'm going to restart the race because this is kind of getting hopeless. And I'm going to try taking that shortcut from the start because I think that opening we had was bad. Alright, we didn't get the boost, but I think we can make this happen. What? No, 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 no. Okay, we're starting over. Because we can't get a boost off there. We have to start it when we're on the main track. What? I waited till the last minute there. That's what you're supposed to do, right? Okay. We got this. We got this, guys. Oh, that rock. That silly rock. You know what? Let's see how this goes. I'm curious now. Oh, we made it into the first. Okay, good. Excellent. Alright, so we just have to hold this. Hopefully next time we can actually get a real boost up that thing. Alright. Alright, guys. I think we're going to have to take that shortcut pretty much every time if we're going to stay in the lead. I wanted to show you, like, the Mushroom Mesa area, which you could kind of see in the movie. It wasn't really... We hopped over it in the shortcut, but it's a lot more open in the movie than I think it is in the game. Like, I don't remember this part being in the movie either, this thing where you jump over the Sarlacc, or... I think this is the Sarlacc. Seems like it would be. Okay, we're good on repair. I really like, I just realized, I really like how the game kind of prepared you for this section by giving you, like, a similar section in Howler Gorge and all that. Like, I think that's really neat, how they built you up for this big challenge and everything. It really makes it that much more epic. Whoa, we almost died. Whoa, we got some damage from that. I mean, I guess I should expect that, but still. Almost. Just got a little bit left. No! There we go. Okay, we've managed to hold the lead, so that's good. Okay. Alright, everything's fine. Nothing's ruined. I really appreciate just how maneuverable Anakin is, because, man, if we were using, like, Bull's Roar or, what's his face, Ewan Mack, we would be totally just, we would be toast. I mean, there's no way we'd be able to win against Sebulba with those guys. Alright. Whoa. Hopefully other people can help smash those rocks. Also, this whole stretch is way shorter than it was in the movie. I mean, man, Anakin and Sebulba just struggled for a while they were going through that whole section. I mean, it was pretty intense. Alright, I'm going to take the shortcut this time and boost the whole way. Alright, made it. I think we got a pretty decent, comfortable lead, so I'm happy about that. Hopefully I won't blow it. Okay, he caught up. That's a shame. Okay, we're good on repair. So yeah, there's a couple of other paths you can take through Beggar's Canyon, but I think they're worse than that one. That one seems a lot more optimal. One of them goes through like a little town. I don't know if that's supposed to be Mos Eisley. Because I know in Rogue Squadron, when you ended Beggar's Canyon, I think you were in Mos Eisley, if I remember correctly. Because in that game, oddly enough, there actually were also 3 paths that you could take as well. One of them was kind of like the bronze metal path, and there was the silver metal path, and there was the gold metal path. And either way, they all converged on the city, and I think that was Mos Eisley. Although, there was a mission earlier in the game where you had to fight off some TIE fighters and stuff. Oh, no. You had to fight off some TIE fighters at Mos Eisley, and there wasn't a canyon leading right into it, so I don't know. Also in the movie, as in episode 4, Mos Eisley was like in the middle of nothing, so I don't think that would be it up there near the canyon wall. Okay, I'm going to try not to get... The good news is that you can't get insta-killed from this, which is nice. Wow, that was slippery there. Okay. Whoa. You can go under the sandcrawler, I should mention, but that is very risky. Like, it's even riskier than this whole crevasse thing here, the wall that we're about to go through. Alright. I'm not feeling confident enough to take the Mushroom Mesa route, but you can probably find a video of someone going through it on YouTube. Whoa. Okay, that was not good. Okay. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, just get some repairs in when you can. I just don't want to crash. I mean, I understand I could reset my engine health if I crash, but I really don't want to use up that time. Even if I am using up some time by doing this, I guess. I don't know, I guess it evens itself out. Alright. We're doing okay. We're doing alright. Everything's fine. Oh, youch. That's not good. Oh, boy. If you get too low on health in one of your engines, and it turns red, and especially if it's, like, flashing red... Oh, I heard a Sebulba taunt. There he is. Then you're gonna start pulling toward that side, and that is especially not good. You really don't want to be in that position. Alright. Coming for you, Sebulba. Oh, he's trying to flame me with his jets. Not this time, buddy. You're not getting away with that. Tatooine's my hometown, not yours. Alright, we better not crash or anything like that here. If that happens, we're pretty much... Oh, really? Boy. Alright, I don't care how much damage we're taking here. I'm going to try to make sure we surge ahead and win this. Okay, Sebulba, where are you? I see you there. Does he have, like, unlimited fire in those jets? I know it's only the right side that he does that out of. Okay, I'm trying to get away from him. Because he's, like, right on top of us. I'm trying not to go into those little canyons there, just because the Tusken Raiders are still shooting into those, for the most part. And, oh boy. Okay, good. Sometimes that thing turns around, and if it's in that position, then it becomes impossible to dodge. Unless you, like, really hug the... Are you kidding me? No! Oh boy. Guys, it's gonna come down to pretty much the way it was in the movie. Oh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Oh boy, here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, I think we got it. Woo! Eat it, Sebulba. Oh my goodness, that was intense. Okay. Way to go, Anakin. That was amazing. Oh, man. I was able to easily beat that course with Bullseye when I was practicing, but man, with a different pod racer, it's definitely challenging. But we finally got Sebulba in our collection, which means we can use him in the next race. I'm going to go ahead and do that now, because I think I'm going to save the last 3 courses for the final video. So we'll let Anakin jump around, and Sebulba is just kind of like, yeah, give me some clapping. I almost won. Gotta give me some credit. And I think that's Mars Glow. So way to go, Mars Glow. You did well. Better than the movie, where Sebulba totally wrenched you. So we're going to get a credit sequence here. And I'm going to go ahead and use this opportunity to give my thoughts on the game, since this is going to take a little while. So, what did I think of this game? Well, obviously, this game holds a great deal of nostalgia for me, so my opinion is not going to be entirely objective. I mean, I guess it never is, but especially in a case where there's nostalgia fueling a lot of it. I think this is Fire Mountain Rally, right? Oh no, this is Grab by Gateway. Okay, cool. I think this is someone going through the game on debug mode, if I'm not mistaken, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, I for the most part enjoyed this game. I do think it definitely has some shortcomings. And the biggest one for me is that a lot of it didn't really feel like pod racing aside from the speed. If there's one thing the game did well, it was that it gave you that thrill of going through courses like the one we're seeing now at just insanely ludicrous speeds. And I really liked that. I loved just how it was presented. I loved the course design for the most part. That was good, but it didn't exactly feel like the intense kind of, oh man, we could just totally wreck each other sort of competition from the movies. Because in the movies, man, everyone was just bumping into each other. Well, I mean, I guess a lot of that was Sebulba, but still, I mean, it was just crazy just how intense it was. And I loved that. I thought that was very well handled. Whereas here, yeah, you got a little bit of that, particularly in that last race, but for the most part, I feel like I was just doing time trials. I mean, I was just speeding along and getting ahead of the pack. And this is even more the case if I were to actually upgrade my pod racer, which I didn't even do. So the fact that I could make it through the game like I did without even spending money is pretty crazy. But aside from that, I feel like the game's overall design is pretty well done. I do, like I said before toward the beginning, I just love the fact that LucasArts created this whole universe where all these pod racers have their own backstory and have their own designs, and just everything about them is unique to them. I mean, I especially love that whole thing with Elon Mack and Aldarbedo and all that stuff. I mean, that is just, that's nothing that's even essential to the game, but the fact that it exists is great lore. And like I said, I feel like that's something that's desperately needed in the Star Wars movies now, because we don't really have that. We've got stories that are very functionally good and work pretty well, but there's that extra flavor that builds out the universe that just makes everything that much richer, and I think they need a little bit more of that. What else was I going to say? The other thing I would say is that I feel like some of the pod racers are a little imbalanced. I don't think racers like Bullseye and a few others should be as powerful as they are. I do think that there are quite a few racers that fall into the I don't have speed but I've got other stuff categories, and maybe if they had done some variations of that with other qualities, like I've got good this, this, and this, maybe speed is one of those things, but I can't, you know, cool my engine. So there's a few of them, I guess, but I feel like there could have been more of those. There were a few very touchy elements to the courses, like if you hit something a certain way, and I'm just looking at one particular thing right now that just flew by on screen, then you could just die instantly, whereas some things that you'd think would kill you don't. And what track is this? Oh, this is a track that we haven't done yet. Okay, we're going to do this track here. This track is a very interesting one. I want you to notice how this view is staying on the top, and how he was able to jump to this ramp and then skip over a bunch of stuff. Remember that. That's going to be important. So yeah, I think there are a few elements to the hitboxes and whatnot in the game that make them a little touchy, but other than that, the course design feels very Star Warsy. I really enjoyed how there were courses that, what's the way to put it, that reused certain things, and yet it made sense the way they did it. Like, if you were to draw out a map of everything, I think everything would line up. I mean, on a planet like this, it's a little iffier just because everything's floating, but for the most part, a lot of the planets like Ando Prime, Ugo 4, Aqualaris, like stuff like that, I think everything lines up for the most part, so that's pretty cool to see. So yeah, I really like this game. It definitely holds a lot of memories for me, and I think it just has character. I think that's just that's the one thing I'm always going to remember about it, is that it had so much personality. Even if the racing wasn't the best racing ever. Yeah, see how much time that was spent going through all that stuff that time around? Yeah. So yeah, even if it's not the best racing ever, I do feel like the game delivers in spades when it comes to course design. Definitely the personalities of the pod racers, the pod racer design even. My favorite planet is probably Uvo 4, and we still have to tackle one last course on it, so you'll see that here in the next video. I'm kind of debating whether I should do one more race here. I think I'm going to hold off on doing it, because, I mean, we've done quite a bit here already, and I think this credit sequence is a little longer than I thought it'd be. Hey, at least you guys will know how this course is laid out by the time we see it, so... Oh, and he totally fell, like... Huh, that was weird. Oh yeah, and I can't let this go without mentioning the music. I mean, man, John Williams' music is always great, but the way, the little cuts that were used for the game... Oh, here we go, here's Mushroom Mesa, you can see it here. Yeah, see those big giant mushroom-shaped things? I still think the shortcut is better than this, but it's a nice alternate route. Never tried to sabotage the project. That's cool. Hey, Factor 5. They were the Rogue Squadron people. That's cool. Carla with a K Moran. Princess Zelda. You go, Zelda. You're awesome. Oh, speaking of Zelda, I ordered a Nintendo Switch from ThinkGeek, and they had one of those bundles where they were offering Zelda stuff. And I got like a big oil canvas of a painting from Breath of the Wild. And it cost a lot, but I think it's going to be worth it. Wow, did we just go over the Sarlacc pit right when George Lucas's name was flashed on the screen? That just happened, didn't it? Alright guys, I think I'm going to stop there for now. And next time I'm going to use Sebulba. Holy cow, look at that guy's top speed. That is crazy sauce. Yeah, so next time we're going to start taking on the Invitational Circuits. So we've done everything here. And now we've got all 4 races of the Invitational Circuit to do, starting with Ando Prime Centrum. So we will take this on in the next video. So take care, and I will catch you on the flip side.